To my new series, which is basically about me quitting my day job to become a full-time actress in LA. So I want to talk to you guys about it while I get ready. I'm gonna be using e.l.f. primer for my eyebrows. So when I say day job, I mean waitressing. I used to waitress and work in nightlife for all the 6 years I've been in LA. That's how I've been making my livelihood and been able to exist in LA. But it has gotten to a point where the waitressing has taken over my entire life. And if I look back at the 6 years I've spent in LA, I know that I could have used my time more wisely if I didn't fall into the trap of hospitality. My trusted moisturizer, I literally don't use anything else. Waitressing gave me the financial freedom to be able to live in LA and pay my bills while trying to pursue my dream. Problem was that I wasn't fully pursuing my dream. I was spending a lot of time socializing, networking, partying, and dating. I was not focused 100% on the mission and why I moved to LA in the first place. LA girl color corrector as my base. The second to last place I worked at, I was there for 3 years, which is probably the longest I've ever had a job in LA because I always ended up getting fired. I did end up getting fired from that spot, but it was like, it didn't feel like, oh, I got fired. It felt like God intervening saying, Janet, are you about to do this job for the next 3 years and live the same exact life for the next 3 years? Because of the way it happened and the timing of it, I just knew, I was relieved when I got fired because I knew what it meant. I knew it was time for me to level up my life. And even then, I was still scared. So I got another job working at a lounge. And the shit that was happening there, it couldn't be anything but a redirection because things were getting weird and I hated it. I was miserable again. And I just told myself, you know what? Money is gonna come to me. I can't sit here and be miserable and drain my energy because I'm worried about money. And I know in a city like LA, that's very bold for me to say, but I just said I'm gonna bet on myself and I'm gonna put my energy into finding acting gigs. That's how I'm gonna live in LA. This is an Amazon pencil. The brand is called Beachy. So I made that decision back in November, literally the week of Thanksgiving. I quit that job and I told myself I'm gonna figure it out because I always do. Months later and I'm still in LA. I still have a roof over my head because I've been hustling. Now, I will say, obviously the money is not the same, so I've had to change my lifestyle. I can't be going out to eat and ordering DoorDash and doing all the shit that I used to do because the money is not the same. The income is not guaranteed, right? I have to wake up every day, go do my casting submissions, go do my auditions, and hope that I get booked on something. Now, a lot of the way I've been making money is background work, which before I used to be like, well, how would background work help me? Girl, I already have one union voucher. If I get 2 more doing these backgrounds, I could be SAG eligible. So that's progressing me in my acting career, which is what I'm trying to do with my life. Why do I care if I make $1,000 during a shift if that's not helping me get towards my acting career? That's the hard pill I had to swallow for myself. I was living in Delulu land for the past 6 years in LA, literally, and I had to get out. And it's not that I now think I'm above hospitality or anything like that, because some of the people I've met during that stage in my life have been amazing and I'll be friends with them for a long time. But I think for me, Janet, I've put in enough time. I've been waitressing for 10 years as a side hustle. It hasn't been a side hustle. It's been my main thing. It's taken over my life. You know what I mean? I became a full-on waitress, as if that's my career, instead of using that as just a means to make money so that I could do what I need to do. So for the first time in 10 years, I don't have any guaranteed income. I literally have to wake up every day and be like, okay, how are we getting this money? Let's go get this money. And that's what I needed. I need that fire under my ass. Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm. So although this page has always been about my acting journey, I kind of wanted to specifically just share with you guys that I am about to do this full on, fully submerge myself into acting and trying to complete my goals that I came out here to complete. LA Girl Concealer. I turned 32 in 2 weeks. I can't keep living the same life. I can't keep going back to what's comfortable and what's familiar. I literally want the next 10 years of my life to look different than the past 10 years of my life. And, I keep talking about it, but I haven't been executing. But for the first time this year, it does feel like I'm actually executing and actually getting things in return. I've booked a couple jobs just from the time that I made that decision back in December to now. I've booked jobs. I've been on sets. I've been making money from doing acting things. I don't care if it's not the same money that I was making during shifts because this is bringing me closer to the world that I want to be in. And that's something that I was never going to get through waitressing. And at first, the idea of like, damn, I'm not going to be able to do the things I usually do, right? Like when my girlfriends hit me up and be like, hey, let's go grab food, let's go grab lunch, whatever. I can't do that no more. I literally have to be like, sorry, girl, I'm broke. Like, I literally can't. I already made my food for the week. I already meal prepped, right? Because again, the income is not the same. And that's just the reality that I'm living in, right? But I'm okay with that. Like, I thought it was gonna bother me more than it actually is. Like, first of all, thank God for my friends who've learned to just like not hit me up about shit when they know that I'm not on that right now. But it's also like, I'm okay with missing out on stuff because I know I already been there, done that. Like, I'm literally not missing out. And that's what I started telling myself, like, girl, you know exactly what's happening. You know exactly who's gonna be there. You know what I mean? When it comes to parties, get-togethers, whatever, I realized, like, I'm not missing out on anything. This is where I need to be. Body bronzer, I use this as contour. Another part of the lifestyle change that I'm doing is me changing my relationship with Mary Jane. You know, if you know me, you know I had a great relationship with her for the past 10, 12 years of my life. And I've realized that I have abused her. I've been abusing her. So I no longer want to abuse her. And I am happy to say that I have made a full 15 days without talking to Mary Jane. Okay, I have not been gardening for 15 days. And if you know me, you know that I haven't done that since like 2022 when I went to Ethiopia. So that is a big step for me. And that's how I know, like, this time around, I'm not playing. There's no going back to the life that I used to know. My relationship with alcohol has also changed. You know, I'm not going to say that I haven't drank since the new year. I definitely drank at least once, I think, with my friends. But I've reserved it for literally special occasions. Like, that wasn't a special occasion, but I think it was just because I didn't go out for New Year's. I didn't do anything for New Year's. So I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. I get to see my friends. But changing my relationship with alcohol as well. Like, it's not going to be something that's just casually a part of my life anymore. Like, if there's a reason and there's an occasion, great, I'll enjoy it. But I'm also just realizing the effects it has had on me, on the decisions I've made. And I look back and I don't want to, like, you know, regret is a part of life, yeah, but I just want to be the person that I know I am in my head and live that lifestyle. And, you know, alcohol, gardening, all of that, it affects me in a way that I don't want to be affected. And these rules are really just for me. I'm not saying that people who work in hospitality are this way, or people who drink or who smoke are like this. Like, I'm talking about Janet and the way it has affected me, and I don't like it, and I want to change it. So I have been, and I'm so excited about that. Charlotte Tilbury press powder. And the best part of all of this has been the support that I've gotten from my mom. Like, when I told her, like, Ma, I can't waitress anymore. Like, I don't know how I'm going to make money, but I swear I'll figure it out. She literally was the only person that didn't give me the, like, in this economy, like, you're gonna quit your job. Like, she literally was like, do it. I feel like you've been miserable at these jobs. Do it. And literally, if you put your mind to it, God will bring it to you. And like, just having that, the fact that she has that faith in me, that's all I need in this world. God and her support. That's it. Blush. So I just wanted to share this with you guys and kind of remind myself that I can still have the same dreams and aspirations I had 6 years ago when I moved here. And just because I'm in my 30s doesn't mean it's too late for me to go after what I want. It's never too late. The Charlotte Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Maybelline mascara. I want to document this journey so I can hold myself accountable, and you guys hold me accountable too, so that I can turn into and become the person that I've always been meant to be. Right, I just put in some product in my hair off camera, but this is the final look. If you listened this far, thank you for listening, and I'm excited about this journey, so